I made him
whole,
listen to the
yeah.
webinar, and
Well,
he started getting random charges on our card, and he started sending
oh,
notices.
yeah.
He's gotten
I'm
back
on my third one already. Yeah.
in the past couple of weeks, just being like, "Hey, give me my money back," and it's all lawful notices. And I'm like, "Wow, this is actually working."
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So you
Great.
just called it your property, in this instance, my money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Hey, I did not
Nice.
authorize you to, or I did not
I
give you
love
permission to
it.
go into my bank account and take
See,
my
and
money.
people are yelling at me all the time. Yeah, prove that it works. Prove that it works. I'm like, I don't need to show you a case number to prove that law works, because it shuts stuff down early.
Yeah, it happened very quickly. I had maybe one email where the person was like, "We can't do anything," and then can't come Monday. My whole email was flooded with people being like, "Hey, sorry about that. Here's your refund."
Oh yeah, that means they had a meeting on it.
Whoops.
And someone said, get rid of that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So what happened was I've been appealing it since, 2020, since July of 2020, using their forms.
Right.
Yeah,
Legal
trying to follow their rules and everything. And then finally, after I took the knowledge share, I had the knowledge share with you, I sent a notice, but I did use their form. So it was like notice one, right? There's a 3 notice process. And I did notice one right in the body that says explain the situation or whatever. And we couldn't get a hearing before that. We couldn't even get a hearing. Like I fought for a year to get the hearing. And as soon as I sent that first one, even though it was on their form, then we got notice right away. Oh, okay, we have a hearing for you now. So that was like,
yeah, they recognized you were now speaking as a woman and a man instead of a parent and a recipient or whatever.
Right.
Wow, this is powerful. Yes, this
Yeah.
is exactly what we've been telling people when people say, does it work? I don't see how this can work.
I was so excited when I saw that, we got the notice, because we had been getting the notices from the EDD. Well, when we got the notice from the CUIAB, I was like, good, this is a judge. They know the law. Like they're going to recognize this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I was very hopeful when I saw that finally we were talking to a judge, basically.
So then they set a court date, a virtual court date for today. And you called and they said, no, it's been taken care of. And what happened next?
So, well, before the court date happened, I actually a few days ago, I sent mail and sent the notice number 2 that basically
in
just
your own lawful writing,
exactly
without their legal paperwork.
exactly. Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
So I sent that to the head of the EDD, the director of the EDD, and then the administrative law judge who was going to be presiding.
So you sent it to 3 men acting as some sort of title, and
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then we didn't hear anything back from that. And then we just called in this morning to do the hearing. And like I said, the woman just said it's already been, that's been
And
canceled.
what was the outcome? What's the exciting outcome that
The exciting outcome is
blown away by?
I know. So immediately we checked my son's EDD account and all the money was there. $18,000 was in my son's EDD account.
Instantly, in a matter of days. Hello.
Instant.
15 minutes before you're supposed to face the judge and have, or the man acting as judge and have court.
They're still on the hook for what they put us through. But
course.
yeah, we got the first win.
Right. It works.
This is because of that whole situation, which was our learning experience and how the legal system works. Plus, I had other issues with that same thing because that partner tried to swindle money out of us when we sold our property, claiming other stuff. So I needed to find out more on how to protect myself. And, when you're going on Facebook, you look at different groups, you look at different people. You listen to different people, you listen to different groups. And I found Jennifer. And I just started listening to her videos. And I'm like, yeah, she's got it. And I started looking up what she's saying and what she's preaching. She's got it. And so I didn't know Jennifer from Adam, but I just started following her and listening and listening and listening. And my husband started listening and listening and listening. So anyway, never dreamed that I'd have to really use what I'm learning. But thank God I was there and God put me in that spot to listen. Because when this other thing came up and this receiver decided to put a hold on our personal account and trespass on our personal property, I was able to go to the website and listen to the videos, and I put together a notice to that receiver.
Very good
And-
notice. It was a Monday evening. You showed it to me. It looked good, and you sent it to the receiver, right?
I sent it to the receiver, and I gave him a 3-day deadline to respond.
Or that you were
Not
going
only-
to charge $1,000 for whatever per minute or whatever it was. You followed the
No.
law vocabulary.
Yeah, I totally did. And And by the end of that 3 days at 12 o'clock midnight or whatever, at 11:59, he was going to be owing me something like $48,000 in addition to restoring my property.
Right.
He didn't want to do that. My account got restored.
And you were
Because-
calling me less than, I don't know, 36 hours later, and you're saying, it works. The money's back.
I know. I know. So excited. Actually work. You can do this. You can do this on your own. You don't have to have somebody with a title to help you. As long as you use the correct verbiage and don't play into the legalese game, you're good. You're golden. But like I said, I hadn't even met you. We just talked on the phone, and you were my new best friends.
I'm so glad it worked for you. You know, it's truly an energy shift. It's a confidence boost.
Yeah.
And it's actually more simple than anything legal.
It was so amazing though, Jennifer. They got the notice at 4 p.m. They closed at 5 p.m. Then the next morning they opened at 9 a.m. And at 9:45 we got the email that said, we're releasing you from your lease. There's not going to be an update to your credit report. No worries. You get 30 days of free rent.
See,
Yeah.
it's not a scam.
Not at all. I literally almost fell over. My entire family is like, there's no way that worked, Valerie.
And your husband had given me a testimonial in our last meeting.
He's for $400 back.
You guys are doing great. I love the trolls. Show me a case number where a judge signed off that this works, right? You're not going to court. You're handling this before it ever gets to that point. You're saying they got it and they responded the next morning. That's such good news.
How did that feel? Really amazing. I walked into my husband's office crying and he was like, oh God, what now? And I was like, no, it's a good thing.
So you didn't have to pay rent today.
No, we did not.
I love it.